Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Mary Whitman Ortiz, relationship coach and Christian sex educator, and I love to help couples to create great intimacy in their marriage. So please join me every Friday. You can like and subscribe, share it with your friends, and tune in for a brand new video each week. Now, I'm starting a new series because I think it's the best of the best. These are the questions that I get asked the most often. So I have top 5 questions about sex, about marriage, about couples trying to get to that sweet spot of intimacy. Are you ready? So I'm counting down. So this is actually question number 5. Here we go. What do I do when she wants sex more than I do? So this is a question that comes from the husbands, and yes, this question truly exists, and yes, this husband is feeling like they're in a difficult place. First of all, there's a stereotype that men want sex more than women, and that just is not 100% true. So he may be struggling with that information before he can even identify for himself what's going on. But let's just unpack some things you need to know, whether you're the husband or the wife in this situation. So first of all, there's tension at home, and tension usually gets displayed in one of 2 ways. There might be blow-ups, there might be fighting, there might be doors slammed. Tension also might happen when someone just shuts down. They avoid the problem, they avoid the difficulty. And I've heard where husbands are actually just not home. If they're not home, they feel like they don't have to deal with it. Maybe there's a myth going around in their head that it will just go away on its own. We know that it won't, but those are some symptoms to be aware of if the wife wants sex more than the husband. And what else can you keep in mind? Well, in a place of encouragement, I can tell you that there may be medical issues causing this decrease in sex. Whether your sex drive has always been lower than your wife, or there are new things that are going on that make you aware of it. There might be some medical issues. So I certainly encourage you, go to your doctor, your primary care physician, get a checkup, ask these questions, because no reason to stay in that place of discomfort emotionally, mentally, physically, the whole bit. And then also you have to know that extra stress can totally interfere with your sex drive. And truly, the world at large has been under a greater level of stress since the pandemic. So it just may have gradually taken its toll on you, your body, your outlook. But be encouraged. Those are specific things that you could take action about right now. And then my third point for you, just a place of encouragement, is get a plan. So that plan might include talking to a doctor, like I just mentioned. It also could include talking to each other without the slamming of doors, and certainly without avoiding. You need to put these things into words. Now, if you are the wife, please create an atmosphere where it's okay for your husband to be transparent. Let there be trust. Let there be respect. Be intentional, because it's difficult and we want to go above and beyond to help our spouse to feel known and loved. And you want some relationship tools to help you through this. Quite possibly you are unprepared on how to deal with it, and being proactive and getting that medical help, creating that safe space in your relationship, and then finding out how do we talk about it? So you might be able to see over my shoulder here, I have books. Why can't I talk to him about sex? Why can't I talk to her about sex? And those books are great starting places, because if you're not talking about some of these difficulties, they will just get worse, and you need to begin some conversation. So the link for my books is in the bio. I encourage you to take some of those steps. They're actually workbooks. You can each go through this at the same time, share your responses. They're set up in a similar format, but definitely have some different prompts for you to consider. There's even a template, like if you wanted to write a letter to each other to share things that maybe you've never said before, some of your past experiences about sex, some of your preferences. And my bottom line is, as long as your sexual encounters are mutually satisfying and respectful, then that is a beautiful thing. I know God made sexual intimacy to be a gift to marriages, and I hope that that is something that will just get better and better for you. So thanks so much for joining. Remember to get those books. Why can't I talk to him about sex? Why can't I talk to her about sex? Join us next week, and remember, when your marriage thrives, everything in life thrives.